Okay, welcome students, welcome to Justtutors. How are you? I'm sure you must be fine and you must have had a great holiday because we didn't have a session last uh, for for 3 days I think. We were not having sessions for last 2 days. So this is after 2 days that we are meeting. So welcome to Just Tutors. So, students, I think you must have seen our website, justtutors.com. Look, I have shown it to you many times. Okay, so I think you must have checked it, and I'm quite sure that you must have really liked that website. Okay, so if you are liking that website, please do visit that again and again to clear your doubts, to practice, and to access free courses that we have there. And you can see, like, in the website we have so many things. I cannot just tell you how many things we have. It will be very much beneficial for you if you will just look at it. Okay, let me just write the name of the website. Just tutors.com. This is the website. Okay, or what you can do, Google search. Google search just tutors. Okay, you can just Google search just tutors, just simple just tutor, and the first result will be the website that I'm talking about. Okay, so I think you must be aware of the topic that we are going to cover in today's topic, and the name of that topic is playing with numbers, factors, multiples, different type of numbers. Okay, so playing with numbers, let me just erase all of it first. Okay, playing with numbers, factors and multiples. First we are going to talk about factors. Okay, so if you will see, you will see that factors are actually a really simple thing. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, suppose we have a number which is 50. Okay, so how can you get 50? मेरा इससे क्या मतलब है, मतलब 50 हमको कैसे मिल सकता है 50 नंबर? ओके, हमको हम लोग को हाउ कैन वी मल्टीप्लाई 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers together so that the resultant is 50? Okay, uh, we figure out numbers so that all those numbers multiply to 50. What does that mean? इसका मतलब ये है कि हम जब उन सब नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो हमें 50 आना चाहिए, और जिन नंबर्स को हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे वो कहलाएंगे फैक्टर्स ऑफ 50. ओके, सो हम सबको पता है, वी ऑल नो आवर 5 times table, don't we? Okay, so that means 5 times 10 is 50. Okay, now we have got factor 5 times 10. Okay, so 5 and 10 are the factors of 50. 5 and 10, 5 and 10 are factors of 50. Okay, but are 5 and 10 only numbers which are factors of 50? क्या 5 और 10, क्या 5 और 10 के अलावा और भी कोई फैक्टर हो सकता है 50 का? What do you think, guys? Please comment down in the comment section. Okay, please write down any more factors that you can find. Anything like is there any other way to multiply two numbers? Are there any two possible numbers so that if you multiply those two numbers together we get 50 other than 5 and 10? Yes, there are such numbers, and those numbers are 2 and 25. Okay, 2 and 25, 2 and 25, because 2 times 25 is 50, or 25 times 2 is 50. If you will multiply, you will see 25 times 2 is 50. Okay, okay. So अभी तो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं 50, क्योंकि इट्स अ वेरी इजी नंबर. हम कह सकते हैं 10 times 5 is 50, 5 times 2, sorry, 5 times 10 is 50, 2 times 25 is 50. So these are all the possible numbers. But if I ask you write down the factors of 1080, then how will you write? Okay, so there's a shorter way, there's a very systematic way of figuring out, of calculating the factor. Now let us see that way. Okay, now we know what are factors. When you multiply two numbers to get to a third number, those two numbers are the factors of the third number. Like 2 times 3 is 6, 2 multiplied times 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. That means 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Okay, so now let me just erase all of it, and let me tell you a way, and using that way we can calculate all the possible factors of 50, because we have started 50, so we will only talk about 50 first. 50, what we will do, we will divide 50. Okay, okay, we will divide. Okay, that's okay, but with which number we are going to divide 50? Okay, are we going to divide 50 by 2, are we going to divide 50 by 3 or 4 or 1 or 5 or any number? How are we going to decide it, that what number should we divide 50 by? So let me ask you something. Do you know what are odd numbers and even numbers? Okay, I'm pretty sure you must have heard it about, like, yeah, even if you are not sure about it, I'm sure you must have heard about it. Okay, so if you will see and you will observe 50, you will see that 50 is actually an even number. So, and why is it an even number? Because in an even number we either have 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0 in the ones place value, and here we have 0 in the ones place value, that is why it's an even number. So because it is an even number and all the even numbers are divisible by 2. What do I mean by divisible? Okay, so let me tell you. Divisible means, if you divide a number by another number, that number will be called divisible only if after division it leaves no remainder. Okay, after division it leaves no remainder. If the remainder is 0 after dividing a number by another number, that means the number is completely divisible. Okay, so let's divide it by 2. We know how to divide. Okay, so how many 2 goes into 5? 2. 1 is carried over to here and becomes 10. 2 times 5 is 10, so it is 25. Again, now okay, we have 50 over here, we have, this is 25. Okay, now we have got 25 here. Okay, but do you think 25 is an even number? No, it is not an even number. So what we will do, because 25 is not an even number, we will see whether it is divisible by 3, because the next number after 2 is 3. Okay, so in 3 times table, do we have 25? Do we have 25 in 3 times table? We have 24 in 3 times table, because 3 times 8 is 24. But we don't have 25. So we will skip 3 as well. Now, do we have 25 in 4 times table? It cannot be possible, because 4 is itself an even number, and in the times table of an even number, all the numbers are even. So we have to skip the 4 as well. Now what about 5? Do we have 25 in 5 times table? And the answer is yes. So now we will divide 25 by 5, and we know 5 times 5 is 25, so we just write 5 over here. Now we have got 5. So now we can I'm going to tell you one very important thing. Okay, whenever your answer is reduced to a prime number. Okay, so if you have heard about prime numbers, I'm sure you must have heard about it. Prime numbers are the numbers which are not divisible by any other number other than itself and 1. You can divide a prime number by 1 and you will get no remainder. You can divide a prime number by itself and you will get no remainder. And if you will try to divide a prime number by any other number, then you are going to get a remainder, and that is why these numbers are called prime numbers. Okay, and when we have a prime number in the last step, that means our answer is complete. So what we are going to do, we can divide 5 only by 5. Okay, and it will be 1. Now we are going to multiply all of these together. 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied 5 is 10. 10 multiplied 5 is 50. So we are getting 50 by multiplying 2 by 5 by 5. Okay, so what are its factors? 2 is a factor of 5 and 5. So 2, 5 and 5 are the factors of 50. Okay, we can multiply 2 by 5 by 5 and we will get 50. So this is how we are going to get 50, and these are the numbers which are factors of 50. Now let me take another example to tell you about factors of any other number. Okay, the other number that I'm going to take now is let's take an odd number. Let's say 39. Okay, so because 39 is an odd number, we cannot divide it by 3. Sorry, we cannot divide by 2, because it's an odd number, and odd numbers are not divisible by an even number. So we cannot divide it by 2, we cannot divide it by 6, we cannot divide by 4, we cannot divide it by 8, and so on. Can we divide it by 3? So do we have if we divide 39 by 3, are we going to have a remainder? Okay. So when you divide 39 by 3, you can see 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. That means we are not getting any remainder. Now here comes the interesting part. Now after dividing 39 by 3, हमको directly 13 मिल गया. But can we divide 13 by any other number? We cannot divide by 2 because it is an odd number. Can we divide by 3? No, because 3 times 4 is 12 and there is no 13 in 3 times table. We cannot either divide by 4 as well, because 4 times 3 is 12 as well, and 13 is not in the 4 times table. 13 is not in the 5 times table as well. It is not in the 6 times table. It is not in the 7 times table, 8 times table, or 9. That means 13 is a prime number. So when we get a prime number, we don't have to do anything. We just divide that number by itself and the answer will become 1. So The factors of 39 is 39 can be written as 3 times 30. So 3 and 30 are the factors of 39. Okay. Okay, so let me raise it. I hope you are getting what I'm talking about, and I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. Okay, so let me raise all of it. Let me ask you some questions. Write factors of 17, 19, 23, or maybe 7. Okay, so you know what numbers I have written. The numbers I have written are prime numbers. So the factors of prime numbers, what are the factors? Let me tell you what are factors of. Okay, so if you witness that any number which is given is a prime number, so you don't have to do anything. You just need to, yeah, like you just आपको बस इतना गैस करना आना चाहिए, या इतना अपने आप को समझाना आना चाहिए कि ये जो नंबर है प्राइम है या नहीं है. अगर आपको लगता है, एंड इफ यू आर कन्विंस्ड एंड इफ यू आर श्योर that the number is a prime number, so you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything to calculate its factors. Okay, because factors of all the prime numbers are 1 and itself. Okay, so 1 is a common factor of all the numbers. Okay, we not just prime numbers, 1 is a factor of every number. You can divide every number by 1 and you will still not get any remainder. Okay, so 1 is a factor of any number including prime number. But in the case of prime numbers, the only two factors are 1 and itself. Suppose 17, only two factors of 17 are 17 and 1. Only two factors of 19 are 19 and 1. Only two factors of 23 are 23 and 1. And similarly for all the other prime numbers. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in mind always. Okay, so now now let us discuss about multiples. Let me tell you about multiples. Multiples and factors are nothing but like a like brothers. Okay, so multiples और factors जो होते हैं इनमें काफी सिमिलैरिटी होती है. तो मल्टीपल क्या होता है? ओके, व्हाट इज अ मल्टीपल? when you multiply many numbers or two numbers or three numbers, the number that you get after multiplying those two numbers is called its multiple. Okay, let's talk about 10. 2 times 5 equals 10. So 10 is a multiple of 5 and 2. 10 is a multiple of 5, multiple of 5, and also 2. Okay, so whenever we multiply two numbers or three numbers or any number of numbers, we are going to get another number. Okay, the resultant number or the product of these numbers is actually called the multiple of that number. Like 2 times 5 equals 10. 10 is the multiple of 2 and 5. 10 is the multiple of 2 and 10 is the multiple of 5. 3 times 9 is 27. So 27 is the multiple of 3. 27 is the multiple of 9. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. So 36 is a multiple of 6. But here is the catch. Let me tell you. Let's talk about 36. 6 times 6 is 36. That means 36 is a multiple of 6. 12 times 3 is 36. That means 36 is a multiple of 3 and 12 as well. Or 18 times 2 is 36. That means 36 is a multiple of 18 and 2 as well. Okay. 9 times 4 is 36. That means 36 is a multiple of 9 and 4 as well. Okay. So it is not necessary for a number to be multiple of only two numbers or only certain three numbers. Okay. There can be many possibilities using which we can make these numbers. Okay. हम 36 को 6 से 6 मल्टीप्लाई करके ही बना सकते हैं, 12 को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करके बना सकते हैं, 18 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके बना सकते हैं, 9 को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करके बना सकते हैं. So there are lot of ways using which we can make 36. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Let me tell you one more example, few more examples. Okay, let me just take the eraser tool first. Okay. Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you. The board that we are using today, and for maybe 10 sessions, is Justtutors board, and you can see we have so many things. Okay, so that is why I am able to write all these things in a really neat manner, and I hope you are really enjoying it and you are really understanding something from it. Okay, let me take an example of it. Okay. So 50 is a multiple of 2 because it's an even number. It's a multiple of 5 because 5 times 10 is 50. It's a multiple of 10 as well. It's a multiple of 25 as well. Okay. All these numbers are its multiple. Okay. So these are the things we have to understand. Okay. Okay. Now one very important thing that I want to ask, I want to tell. Okay, so okay, can a number be multiple of itself? Okay, can a number be multiple of itself? Let me write it. Can a number be a multiple of itself or multiple or factor of itself? फैक्टर तो होगा ही, क्योंकि 17 के फैक्टर्स क्या है, 1 एंड 17. सो 1 एंड इटसेल्फ, तो वो तो बात हो ही गई. क्या मल्टीपल भी होगा? यस, यू कैन मल्टीप्लाई 5 बाई 1 to get 5. Okay, so it's all about multiplying numbers. To get a multiple, we can multiply by 5 by 1. We can multiply 5 by 1 and we get 5. So 5 is also a multiple of 5. Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind. Now let me erase the board so that we can see what we are going to do next. Different types of numbers. Okay, so different types of numbers ये होते हैं whole numbers, integers, decimal, fraction, complex, natural. Okay, so these are the types of number, and we have discussed about these numbers in detail in one of our previous sessions. Okay, so I would like to ask you to search about that topic on YouTube Just Tutors channel, and you will get what are different types of numbers. Okay, uh, so this topic you can check from there. Checking divisibility. What is this? ये divisibility क्या है? Okay, so हम कैसे चेक कर सकते हैं कि कोई नंबर किसी दूसरे नंबर से डिविजिबल है कि नहीं है? Okay, what do I mean by divisibility? Okay, if a number if a number is divisible by 2, what it means is if you divide that number by 2, there should be no remainder left. Okay, suppose we are dividing 10 by 2. We all know 2 times 5 is 10, and there is no remainder. Okay, so 2 sorry, let me just erase it. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Okay, so remainder 0. Okay, but if you divide 10 divided by 7, you will get 1 remainder 3. Okay, okay, so that means 10 is not divisible by 7. 10 is not divisible by 7 because we are getting 3 as remainder. Okay, so in order to check whether a number is divisible by another number, okay, so in order to check a number is divisible by another number, we can just see whether dividing this number by that number is giving us a remainder or not. Okay, so when we are getting a remainder, that means not divisible. When we are not getting a remainder, that means divisible. So let me write it in brief. You have to understand this. If we are getting a remainder, that means it is not divisible. If we are getting no remainder, that means it is divisible. Okay, so this thing you have to keep this in mind, how to check the divisibility of numbers. Now let's see some examples to check whether 33 is divisible by 7. Okay, let's divide 33 by 7. 0. So 7 times 4 is 28, and we get a 5. So 7. So the answer of this one is okay. 4 remainder 5. 4 remainder 5 means it is not divisible. So 33 is not divisible by 7. Okay. So let me check another one. Let's see. 45 divided by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 over here. 3 times. Sorry. It should be 1. So 45 divided by 3 is equals to 15, and there is no remainder. What that means is 45 is divisible by 3. And now let me ask you, what do you think about 9? Is 45 is divisible by 9 as well? Okay, I'm giving you 30 seconds to tell me the answer. Okay, I'm also giving you a hint. You just check whether we have 45 in 9 times table. If we have 45 in 9 times table, what that mean? What that will mean is that 45 is divisible by 9. 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, 9 times 3 is 27, 9 times 4 is 36, and 9 times 5 is 45. So because 9 times 5 is 45, because we have 45 in 9 times table, we can safely say that 45 is also divisible by 9. 45 is also divisible by 5 because 5 times 9 is 45. Okay, and I think that's it. It is not divisible by 6 because we have 42 in 6 times table, then 48. We don't have 45 in 6 times table. Okay, so you have to keep all the things that I have told you in your head, that how to check divisibility, what are multiple and what are factors. Okay, and uh, all these things. Okay, now what I'm going to do is give you some questions for practice. Okay, so do try those questions. Okay, let me give you. Find multiples of 4, and I have also written anything. Why I have written anything? Because there can be infinite number of multiples of 4. 8 is the multiple of 4, 16 is the multiple of 4, 12 is the multiple of 4, 10 is the multiple, 40 is the multiple of 4, 400 is the multiple of 4, 4000 is the multiple of 4, 40,000, 400,000, 4 lakh, 4 million, 40 million, 400 million, 4,000 million, or 4 billion. Okay, so there are an infinite number of multiples which are multiples of 4. That is why I have asked you only 3. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. You have to I am just asking you only 3 multiples. Any 3 again? Okay, in this one I am not writing any 3 or any 2 or any 5. Okay, you have to find all of the factors, all, because factors are not infinite. There will be 5 or 4 or 6 or 7 or 10 factors. Okay, but they cannot be infinite. Find all the factors of 84. Okay, so let me, okay, please take the screenshot of this screen, and I'm going to go to the next screen. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a very simple question, just for fun. Okay, so what thing do you find it easier? Do you find it easier to find the multiple of a number, or do you find it easier to find the factors of a number? Okay, in reality, you will see that it's easy to find both of them, but uh, finding multiples is actually really easy. You don't have to do anything. You just need to multiply that number by 2, by 3, by 4, by 6, by 5, and so on. Okay, so we can find many number of multiples by just simply multiplying that number. But when it comes to finding the factors of that number, we have to divide that number. We have to first think by which number we should divide this number, by which number it is completely divisible. Okay, so that means finding the factors of a number is a bit tricky one. Okay, so why I am saying this tricky one is just to make you realize that you have to give it a lot of try. Okay, and it is okay if you are like getting confused. You know what, getting confused in doing anything is a sign that you are really trying, and you are actually going to understand that topic. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, maybe after 1 month. Okay, but eventually you are going to get through it. So that means I think that's it for today's session. Thank you. And what I am going to do is now take you to the Just Tutors website to tell you about our website, Just Tutors. You just have to search on Just Tutors on Google. First result will be our website. You can see we have a very beautiful website. Okay, what you can do, you can access free study material, package, tests, worksheets, and many more things. Okay, so all these things are for you. So do visit this website for your help, and please share this video with your friends and with all your classmates if you think that you have gained something. Okay, like, subscribe, share, and press bell icon. Okay, you have to press the bell icon, okay, to never miss any of the ongoing live sessions. Okay, if you are in the class 6, I'm going to take your classes every 4 days of the week. Okay, and if you are in the class 7, some other tutor will take your class. If you are in the class 8, some other one will take your class. Okay, so at every day at 4 p.m. From Monday to Thursday, you are going to have live sessions here. Okay, please visit us, subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. Okay, that was it from my side. I hope you enjoyed the session. Okay, thank you. Let me write it again. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye, students. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.